Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be going over another amazing attack, and this is called the Traxler counterattack. I'd recommend playing this for players 800 to 1400 about, because this is a deadly counterattack for the fried liver attack, and you will see this many times as it goes through the Italian game, which is one of the most common openings for white. And yep, let's get right into it. So pretty much this is actually one of the most attacking openings and traps that you can actually do, because you will be sacrificing pieces. You will be going all in and trying to hunt down this king using this F2 weak square. So we're at the Italian game right here. Right here, white would think that, oh, let's do the fried liver attack, and he moves to g5, eyeing down this weak f7 square. The bishop also. We are actually just going to completely ignore that and play bishop c5. I'll explain why we do this later, and you will see. So right now, white is probably over the moon, thinking that we just got a free rook and he's ready to attack it, pick it up, and get a free win. As you see, the evaluation shot up for white. Watch this. We can immediately take on f2. And guys, there's no actually like memorization for this traps. I will be going over a lot of lines, but this is just how you can understand your pieces and your attacking options, and then just connect them together to get a wonderful mate. So we attack. The most common move you would get from black and from white is to take the bishop, because why not? It's a free bishop. So next we will actually take the pawn and check. We are still completely ignoring this attack, and we will put white in a series of checks. So white has 6 possible moves, as you all see here. I will be going over every single one of them. But right now, let's go over e1. So here, as you saw, the evaluation shot up for black. I guess you guys can see why. All we have to do is just play h4. Now, there's 3 possible moves here. So the first one would be for the king to play f1, and this is mate in 1 right here. Next up, he could actually move up and play e2. But here is a very simple sequence of moves we can play here. So simply, he only has 1 spot to go. We will check him with the knight on c5, and this is mate. Now let's go over. So back here, you guys might say, wait, we have a pawn move here. So what happened in pawn g2? So we actually sacrifice our knight, trade, pick up the rook, and yep. White cannot step here because we can pick up a queen, but the only move that's logical is for white to play on e2, but then we can simply check. This is going to be quick, guys, because I don't want to make this a super long video. But check. Now white has no other option. Pick up the queen, easy win. So what if white is greedy and just takes the black rook? So we take, and he takes the rook now. Simply, all we have to do is just go back to e4, check, and then we can mate him as I showed you. Now here, there's another possibility that he may block with his bishop. So g3, take with the knight, we take the rook, and now he blocks with his bishop. So what do we do here? So guys, this attack is mainly about you knowing about your positions and everything. We have so many attacking options. We can push our bishop, we can push our knight. We had a knight right here. On e4, we can castle, sending our rook there. So simply, we just castle here. We attack this hanging knight. We attack this weak square. So there's not really much to memorize, as I said before. You just have to find the best move, because you are going to win this. So from here, it's an easy win. So guys, what if the king goes to e2? So let's check that out. So we can simply just check him with our knight to d4. Now there's a bunch of possibilities right here. If the king steps here, then knight to f2 is a family fork, and we can pick up the queen. And if he goes back here, we can check. There's no other possibility, because if he moves here or here, queen to f2 is a mate. So he would have to block with the queen, and then we can pick up the queen, and that is a free win. Now, what if he goes to back here? Simply, all we have to do is check, and then as I showed you before, we can mate him the same way, and it isn't. So from this f2 square, what if he steps down to f3? Well, guys, if he steps down to f3, then it's a win. I'm just gonna let you know that. So all we have to do is just check with their queen. Since the king is already that far out, there is no doubt he's obviously gonna take the knight. A little material, you know, why not? Check. I'm just gonna go through the sequence because it's so amazing. Everything is forced from here. Another check. Now we can pick up this bishop, and guys, right here we are double attacking this g2 pawn and this knight. If white is greedy, he will probably take the rook as he is already down in so much material. But if he's not careful, we have this stunning move, bishop to g4, and it is a skewered attack, and we are ready to pick up the queen. Free win, no doubt. If he takes, boom, you know, easy win from there. We are up a lot of material, and I guarantee you. So from here, white actually might take this pawn, and I've seen that before. So all you have to do here is just check. If he moves here, checkmate. Now if we go back a bit, we can right now just play checkmate. So there's a lot of variations right there, and this is gonna be an easy one for you. So from here, if white plays queen to e2, we can simply just attack with our knight, put our rook there, pin it, and pretty much it's an easy win from here. You're in a really good attacking spot. You have a lot of development. You can attack this fork, play knight to g3, and by the way, knight to g3 is a really helpful move in all of these positions, as if he takes, you can snag the rook. And so from here, what if the queen plays e1? Well, here all we have to do is we can play g3, check, and there's possible variations here. So if white takes, we can pick up the rook, and then, you know, easy advantage from there. If we go back, maybe white might go here to g1, hide away. All we have to do is check. There's no other way to block. We trade queens, pick up a free rook, and then we are at an advantage again. And there's another possibility that white actually might take the knight. So from here, we do not trade queens. All we have to do is actually pick up our free material, and we are at another advantage. We can attack this weak fork right here too, and easy win from there. So now here, let's take a look at what happens if the king plays to e3. So all we have to do is just play queen to h4 and save our queen. And then white will probably just pick the rook. Now we just check on f4. King goes back, check again, and then that is a mate. But we can also go back and see that he might actually play d3. So from here, it's a really easy checkmate. Boom. GG's. So whatever you do, you're probably gonna win. So from here, the best move is actually just to play king to g1. And that's because it keeps the king most safe and not vulnerable to more attacks. So from here, we just bring out our queen as usual. And there's many situations that could occur here. So one, white could play e2 because he has to protect from this mating threat right here, or he could play f1. He can't play e1 because we can just pick up the free queen and that is checkmate. So we're gonna look at e2. Simply, we just attack this fork, the queen's gone, and then go for this mating threat. It's gonna be an easy win from there. What you most commonly will see is actually f1, and that's pretty much the same deal because we can just play f8 and then keep attacking and, you know, just send them. The key to this type of game is to just attack with as many pieces as you possibly can. You have a lot of attacking options, just castling and everything. So, yeah. But back here, if we go, the best move here is actually to play g3. Here you will take, like obviously, then we keep taking, and then now black is completely in the open. His bishop, his knight, his rook is absolutely useless. These 4 pawns are useless. Half of his pieces are like useless. They're not doing anything in the game. And there's only one move for black, and we can keep attacking, and this is gonna be an easy win. Pin it, check, you know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a really fun trap to play. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below any questions you have about any lines that I may have not covered. Bye.